How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a little bit of pressure drop up in this piece in the form of their Blackalicious. Yeah, this is a Imperial Stout, 9.3% ABV, and it is, you can see, written on goddamn Sharpie marker. It is Bourbon 2020. Brewed and bottled by Pressure Drop Brewing, Buffalo, New York. Never had anything from these guys. I don't think. Did I have Pressure Drop stuff? I know there's a brewery in the UK called Pressure Drop, right? Pretty sure. I think I might have had some Pressure Drop stuff, maybe from the FLX guys. I don't know, but it caught my eye. It's so ghetto. It's so ghetto. I go to this little bottle shop in Stroudsburg, East Stroudsburg more specifically. They usually have a really nice selection and a really great price point on most of their stuff. And I was walking past because I know they had some Surly bottles, some Surly cans, actually, the little ones that come in a what's the word? Box. It's called a box, and it's in this little section. That's usually where they keep all their little stouts and stuff. So I'm like, I usually save that for the end. There's my little corker. Here we go. Oh, bottom of the eighth. Dodgers got 2-1. They're down by 3. Shit's getting hairy. And I saw this and I was like, there was the bourbon, there was a rye and a rum. And it was between this and the rye, or rum, because those are my two favorite. And I cheated. I went on Untapped. Whichever one had the highest rating I picked. I picked this one. So there we go. I use Untapped once a year. How about that? Let's see if it shows and proves. Label-wise, one of my more favorite labels I've ever seen. Because it's just black on white lettering. And it's just probably... Honestly... I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a print. No. I was going to say, I do label printing at my company. And this looks like almost something that you would produce off of like a thermal transfer, like industrial printer. That's how ghetto it is, but I don't think it's that ghetto. I just like it because it's ghetto. Beer-wise, it's dark. It's dense. Give it a whirl. Yeah. A little bit of a malted malt ball colored head, a little bit like, more like the way I like my coffee. Look, let's get a nose on this sucker. That smells fantastic. Yeah, it smells like a big, rich, huge stout. Way more than its 9% is leading on, with this really nice barrel characteristic and this really beautiful kind of bourbon note on it. Really almost like a spicy kind of bourbon. Like not rye, but just got a little bit extra going on. I'm surprised how big this beer comes off being at its sub 10%. Might be, a little finagling with the ABV on it, but it smells more like a 12% bourbon barrel aged stout more than anything else. Just rich and thick and dense and just giving me this big chocolate note on the sweet side, a huge chocolate note and a bittering baker's chocolate side. Barrel char abounds. That kind of props up that kind of baker's chocolate. A little bit of vanilla in there, a little bit of soft coconut, but it really is this nice, bright, slightly spicy kind of bourbon that comes off too. So it's hitting all cylinders on both the beer side of things, the barrel side of things, and that spirit side of things. All sides, all three sides. And I'm pumped to dive in, man. Let's just dive in. Cheers. It's delicious. That is delicious. In a couple different reasons. It's a bittering stout, man. This is Russian Imperial Stout through and through. It is making zero excuses for its bittering. It wants to be bitter. It needs to be bitter. Because it is sweet. But it doesn't come off anywhere close to being overly sweet. One, it's a bourbon barrel aged stout. No shit, Sherlock. It's going to be sweet. But in combination with that nice spirit, that not so spicy as I thought it was going to be based off of the nose, but it's a really nice bourbon, really nice sweet bourbon, a nice barrel char, a big chocolate rubbed kind of toasty, roasty kind of barrel char in there. Plays well with that really nice bittering portion to show that you're getting in that kind of, in that nice, holy shit. Dodgers tied it up on a home run. Anyway, sweetness. You're getting a big vanilla pop off this sucker, which I super appreciate. And there's this that cool coffee thing that, remember back in the day when you used to get a stout that was barrel aged and it was just a barrel and a stout, and you get coffee from it without pushing all the coffee that are belong to us inside of it. You're getting that kind of thing in here. So there's a big roasty coffee component, chocolate on multiple ends of the spectrum from both the barrel and the roasted malt of the beer itself. I think that vanilla is actually kind of meddling in there too. I always confuse chocolate and vanilla. Spirit is beautiful. This is a really tasty beer. I can't tell you how much I appreciate how bittering the beer is, though. It just kind of makes sense, and it just adds this kind of level of kind of counterbalance. I don't want to call it balance, but counterbalance to how sweet the beer is. I'm glad I picked this up. Nice, fat, 500 mil, right? I don't even say. It's that ghetto. Government warning, brewed and bottled by Pressure Drop Brew Company, Buffalo, New York. Sharpie markers. And this is the other thing I kind of alluded at on the news. This drink's like 12, 13, 14, 15%. It does not drink like 9%. It does not even get close to that. It drinks like a way bigger ABV stout. And probably, I'm going to put it this way, one of the better core 4+ barrel beers that I've had in quite some time. It's given me I don't want to say very dissimilar beers. Not the same as Rev from Florida. I think their stouts are a little bit more sweet, a little bit thicker, a little bit more Florida when it comes to stouts. But the barrel in combination with the beer and how they balance each other off and how they complement each other, it's probably that level stuff. And that's a pretty high compliment. I think Rev's doing some of the better kind of core 4+ barrel out there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you very much, Pressure Drop. Thank you very much, me. I bought it, but thank you guys for making it. Yeah, this is fantastic. Exactly what I want to do. You know, I kind of wanted a big burly stout that wasn't like trying to be too showy, too crazy, and just be really tasty, well done beer. And that's exactly what I got here in a very tasty way. Very fun stuff. God damn, it's good to be alive in beerdom. So many good beers tonight. So, like I tell you guys, more often than not, I do 2 to 4 beer reviews 2 to 4 days a week. I work from home tomorrow. That affords me, not just, the ability not to go to work. I'm going to work all day, but, I get a little extra time. I don't have to wake up as early. I get to kind of sleep in a little bit. I rarely ever do. I wake up early. But, so I was like, I'm going to do a couple of beer reviews tonight. I'm going to do 4. It's the first time I've done 4, and all 4 were like, not just like singles, doubles, or triples. These are walk-off home runs every 4 beers I had tonight. Kind of want to post them all in a row tonight. I know it's not possible, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. Good night for me. Good night for beer. So yeah, let's just recap real quick. Beer base, fantastic, big, roasty, toasty, bittering with some sweet to it in the beer itself. That barrel showing improving, multiple levels of chocolate in the barrel too. Nice char to it. Spirit comes through beautifully. Coffee in there that's not supposed to be there. Drinks like 14, but it's sub 10. This is one of the better barrel-aged stouts I've had as of late. Yes. Please and thank you. Yeah, it is. It's up there. Yeah, Mount Rushmore status. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, put it there. Let's see. Value and availability on this sucker. I picked it off the shelf for $15 American. I was hesitant at $15. Boom, I have no problem. Rum and rye at the spot where I got it. Gonna go back and pick those up. Maybe I'll do those side by side and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like barrel aged stouts, Dunzo. If you like barrel aged stouts, if you don't like this and you don't like barrel aged stouts, it's just that simple. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know if you've had this beer or those other variants from these guys. And I didn't even mention anything about the beer being over a year old. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Like I said, let me know if you've had this. Massive Beers if you want to check me out in the social media stuff. Beer Massive, podcasting stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of, pressure drop. Hopefully see you next time.